Good afternoon, everybody. I have a daily chart on Netflix. Netflix is going to report quarterly results tomorrow, and we're going to tell you about what to look for. One of the things is that Netflix ran up from that December lows there on Christmas Eve, and it's been one of the best performers as we can see right here. We've gone parabolically up going into the earnings report. I'll give a couple of highlights, but before I do that, let's go ahead and take a look at Netflix on a weekly chart, and I have it right here. And here's the deal. Technically, this thing has ran up about 50%. We're right up here at the top as far as the chart pattern goes, but it's going to report earnings. And this is the weekly movement, big weekly movement. This is this weekly movement in January of 2019. And a lot of good news is already getting baked in the cake. However, we've had several upgrades on Netflix, and we have. I'll share them with you. Hold on one second and I'll get that data. UBS analyst had given Netflix upgrade, and they have. And the thing about Netflix is that Stifel and Scott Devitt said Tuesday the subscription price might want to be a little bit cautious of that in the report and whatnot. The last time investors were so optimistic ahead of the results was July of 2018. The stock had ran up over 40% in 3 months to a record high then, just prior to reporting earnings like we are now. Investor expectations were their highest, and it was. And so we have strong buys on Netflix from the analyst community. The 11 analysts provided estimates are expecting on average a total subscriber addition 9.2 million, up from 8.3 million. The stock price since Christmas Eve followed a 44% sinking from the July 9 record high of 418 to the December 24 low of 2018 at 233. Despite the things, FreeOptionTrader has a target that could go up to 380, but good part of the move is being factored in as we see it now. What we do see is an 8.3% in either direction, up and or down, referred to as a pure volatility straddle play, and it is. So EPS 83 cents. That was what it reported back on September 18th and whatnot. So we're looking for the amount of name behind the stock, looking for 9.2 million subscribers. That's up from 8.3 million a year ago. They gave a rate hike in their price for subscribers, and it's the biggest one. And the thing about it is, it tells us one thing. We're going to see how Netflix will trade tomorrow. They're going to report January 17, 2019, after the closing bell, and they will. But one thing about earnings that we're in right now is we have been running straight right up to a major resistance level. But let me just caution everybody. This is where the highs were. This is where another reversal trend had happened. And that slightly, if I draw a trend line right here, believe it or not, that's about 380. And so the upside move on this chart is that Netflix had a pullback today, and it did. So here it is right here. The high was 358. The low was 348. 283 lows and 159 highs. The range was $10.74. The volume, once again, 15 million shares traded. previous close, that was 354. So we've gone straight up. And on the weekly chart behind me here, we have gone straight up. This is it. There's that resistance line where that consolidation, weekly consolidation, was an all-time what? Catastrophe. And now we've been running in anticipation of a higher subgrowth, international subgrowth, the analyst on a percent DS on a weekly. It's not like it's overbought on the weekly at 52.99. But the thing about it is that on the weekly, right now, it's -7 MACD. And we get a good report, but you have to be on both sides of the market, and you do. So, up and out of the money call and down below the market as put options below the market in case there is a problem with the earnings. Once again, FreeOptionTrader has done the analysis. We've done the work for you. 702-685-0772. If you want to get in this play, then you better call us tomorrow and get in the free 5-day trial.